EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the city. We've got a Week 13 matchup for you here. That's the Cleveland Browns taking on the Los Angeles Rams. The calendar has turned to December, and we're on the home stretch now as we're underway at Week 13. Here's Jakeem playing for his end zone. They start take us early about the 18-yard line. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. This defense for the Rams, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona. Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the ball. So that tells me that they got all their assignments down, and they're going to split screen offense. 2 runs in a row, only 2 yards to show for it. That's a win franchise. That's exactly what they executed well first half. That's clearly that they moved the ball from the ground. Honed in and stopped the win with the defense. Early touchdown starting on the big drive. This is third and 8. Here's Watson.
The gets it away. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Rams will go on offense here for the first and 10.
And with the play clock running out, Sean McVay will take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Come on, guys, you got this. Let's win.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up first and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Back to throw, Stafford. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take over this again at their own 20. saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They begin this drive with Chubb. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across.
Nicely bit off, a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And again, it's Chubb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Watson, off play action. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing it.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They'll get 34 yards there.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Stafford on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The Rams had 3 and 8 on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Well, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down.
You look at this Browns defense.
This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Throwing again is Stafford. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 17-yard line. From the red red zone now. Stafford. Open man, Arcega-Whiteside.
2nd and 7.
53. Ready. Hey, 5-0.
To throw is Stafford.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Anytime they think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
Joey Sly on for the field goal of 31 yards attempt.
Sly able to put this one through.
And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. This thrown quickly on to Cooper.
Finding space at the 40.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. For 1st and 10, they go up the middle with Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a stoppage, and we've got Chubb shaken up on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now it's Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
You talk about this Rams defense.
They're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they see it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's 4th. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Fair catch signal for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Off of play action, here's Stafford.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. 32. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Throwing is Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
White.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. Sideline throw, It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I like the thought route. You've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way? Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. His first catch, good for 16 and a 1st. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Excellent job defensively there from Kobe Turner.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. I think a lot of time when we see a sack, you say, well, you blame it on the offensive line, the quarterback, but here, maybe you just tip your hat to the defender. What a play.
Yeah, and I think sometimes they just get a sense of the play before the ball's even snapped. Kind of like a sprinter anticipating the gun in a race. They're off, and guess what? The quarterback's down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 3.
The tight end in motion right. Stafford.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And it'll find the open man. That's complete.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now it's Stafford. Touchdown! J.J. Arcega right side. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Rams are able to add on to that lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead grows to 10-0.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Here's Watson. The ball away, and it falls incomplete.
As we've seen, their first two drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
Third and long, it's Watson. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Rams are going to get the football back at their own 17.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's third and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
10. Stay 50, stay 50. Middle.
Now Stafford.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit.
And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. On first down, they'll run with Chubb.
Bobby Brown on the tackle.
The Browns trying to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away. On second down, here's Watson. And it's caught. Touchdown, Browns. Amari Cooper. A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Browns are back within a score.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Stafford. This pass outright to Arcega-Whiteside. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. From the 50, it's Stafford.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. Here we go on fourth. Stafford.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They go for it on fourth down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Well, he's been the guy, already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
Stafford. And it's complete. He's got him in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Treston Ebner
from 21 yards away.
And the Rams will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. The return from his end zone is Grant. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink.
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Ernest Jones.
And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to...
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford.
And the Rams will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The return from his end zone is Grant. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the ball backed way up.
You want to overthink.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
I got to give them a ton of credit here because they're just refusing to give that other sideline any kind of hope. That safety not only kills the drive, but adds to a big early lead. And the way that this one's going, I would expect that lead to continue to grow in the ensuing possessions.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
They've got his field. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Play action. Stafford. He's going to let it go again. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Second and 10.
Omaha, ready, move.
Here's Stafford. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Hey, zebra, 59, Omaha, ready, move.
Again, it's Stafford. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. To throw is Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And the Rams take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. On 1st and 10, Watson.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 17. 1st down.
On 1st down, Watson. Letting one fly deep for Cooper.
And this is incomplete. It looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Here's 2nd and 10.
faking the give. Now Watson. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 43. A very solid gain of 27.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Watson looks to throw again. This is caught inside the 15. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a gain of 34. Now look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it...
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Davion Taylor buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot.
A truly all-around great effort against the pass today. First an interception, now getting to the quarterback for the first time in this contest. I think offensively, they just forgot to prepare for him or simply overlooked him in getting ready for this one. Either way, a big mistake, and he's making them pay for it.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Watson to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And they're going to speed things up here. Stafford on 1st down. That's going to be caught. Arcega-Whiteside. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
This will be caught. It's Arcega-Whiteside. Touchdown, LA! Matthew Stafford does it again. 5 touchdown passes.
And the Rams just continue to roll. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now a pause for an injury, and that's the quarterback, Deshaun Watson, who's shaken up a bit. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Ready?
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Good clean play, no flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Thompson Robinson will look to throw. That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Drill, 52. Blaster, 6.
Sticking to the air, it's Thompson Robinson. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
They'll run for it. Chop. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. On 1st down, Stafford here.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Out left and hauled in by Arcega-Whiteside. Touchdown, Rams! J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, 29 yards. And the Rams add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory.
When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go, set. Watch out now, 50 Fury. Claws red. Blue is striker. Ready.
On first down, Thompson Robinson. Oh, and that is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Thompson Robinson trying again on second down.
Looking deep in the direction of Cooper.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Rams will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Here comes the Rams punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. Experience the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They run again on 1st down. Chubb.
They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Off the play fake, Thompson Robinson.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. This offense on 3rd down today, a very anemic. 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
To throw his DTR. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 43. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Escapes the sack.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here's Thompson Robinson again on 2nd and 10.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Thompson Robinson now.
Letting one fly deep for Cooper.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this game was already decided, Charles, let's be honest. But now another feather in the cap of this defense as they pick him off for the second time.
You're right about that. Things have been going pretty well.
Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted.
Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line. They're quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3.
Chubb. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Chubb again.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns.
Nick Chubb, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Browns get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point good by Hopkins as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable 4th quarter.
Gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5.
Now Stafford.
At the 16-yard line.
And his throw is incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
Now a hit and a loose football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Ron Thornhill. And the Browns are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted worries, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
White. Sit. Back up.
Thompson Robinson to throw on first down.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
It's Tariq Castro Fields who picked it. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
32. White.
Throwing here, Stafford.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Picked off by Greg Newsome.
And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Ready?
Now Chubb running right. And he'll get this down only to the 18. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Eat old
At the
flu.
Rams' 18-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down, Thompson Robinson.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Rams are going to have it here at their own 15.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots it.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Throwing quickly out wide, Atwell.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Something we're seeing more of with the rise of the run-pass option. A legal man downfield, and that's going to back him up.
That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top